Welcome back, Acolytes. Today I am reacting to Unhinged Knight. Is it wise to smash a furry waifu? Pro and cons. Thank you to Agent of Social Media Chaos for proposing this video to me. And now, my dear young acolytes, I understand. And this is all I'm gonna say to this.
Bruh.
Oh my god, why are we here?
Shush!
Don't ever call me doll.
I hate you so much right now. Hey, you the one who chose furries over fat bitches night? Because fat women are sensitive! You can't just make any random video about fat women. It takes time, effort, and a lawyer. The cons heavily outweigh the pros with that one, and everyone knows it, including the fat woman. Besides, it's the winter time. This winter hibernating. We gotta wait till the summertime to make that video. You know, when at the lowest weight of 300 pounds. Damn! And you know, when they got some chips in their hand and maybe a Diet Coke that's not gonna help them lose any weight. Damn, that's tragic. I almost shed a tear. And that's why we're doing furries. Yeah, but why you gotta draw Lola Bunny at the boys though? Why? Why Lola Bunny? You wanna know why, Knight? I'll tell you why. Because this is where it all started. With this PG rating and this Warner Bros symbol. Then like 20 minutes into the story, and then like BAM! You witness the sexiest bunny you ever seen in your life.
You know what? I have to agree with him. Probably yes. Because the kids that seen this were like probably very confused what's happening. But
No, that's not fair. I was 6. So, don't you damn thing. Your father and your overweight bunny over here was looking just like Buzz Bunny is right now. Down bad as hell. And you know it. Oh, but as you got older, you tried to put this memory in the back of your head. But guess who kept bringing it back to your memory every year? That's right. It was me. Me, Barry! You need to stay off Instagram for a day or two. Stop quoting flash memes. I'm the fastest man alive, but even though I couldn't beat you when you were 6. Will you shut up? Never! Warner Bros. Has proved my point years ago. We're all furries if she's hot enough. Say it! Never! Then you leave me no choice, Knight. Begin the video! Oh, Lord!
By the way, my understanding for furries is basically somebody who has interest in furry characters. So, technically, I am also a furry. And every furry in my community, from what I know, is not let's just call them deviants. Normal human beings. So right now, fair enough.
Alright, y'all know how this
Just
works.
want to point
Before we
this
talk
out.
about all the waifus, I gotta explain what is a furry. And according to this definition, a furry is an enthusiast for animal characters with human characteristics. That's basically what they are as a whole without making it too complicated. The term enthusiast means a person who is very interested in a particular activity or subject. It doesn't necessarily mean they're sexually attracted to the cartoon animal.
Correctly,
And it also
yes.
doesn't mean they all dress up like this.
She said, I like you.
Yes, correct.
Alright, I think we can all agree that was cringe. Fur can also be what you just saw. You know, a person who dresses up in a costume as such as a character or uses one as an avatar online. Always found people that do this very cringe and a little bit weird. But now, if you do this, by all means, do you. I don't really care.
Yeah,
now I'll
correct.
judge you.
He's correct.
And possibly laugh at you. But I won't care. This is America. You can technically do what you want as long as you're not hurting anybody. And now, just like the first part of the definition says, if you're an enthusiast, meaning if you're having an interest in animal characters with human characteristics, you are a furry. So again, technically you don't have to dress up in a furry outfit or go to furry conventions to be considered a furry. And
Yes, this is something that a lot of people actually misunderstand. But at the end of the day, I mean, if you just hear all the bad stuff first and foremost, I mean, it's understandable why.
I'm gonna be very honest with you guys. I honestly don't find that weird for people to find anthropomorphic animals attractive. At least in animation, not in reality. In reality, it's kind of weird if you know what I mean. Like furry
That's a good
man dressed up, a
point.
woman dressed up as furry animal. I kind of find that a little weird. Animation,
fine.
I'm like whatever, as long as she's thick.
No,
And honestly, if these were all hot women on these outfits, I probably wouldn't mind either. But that's not always the case. According to this website called Fur Science, more than 75% of furries are under the age of 25, and approximately 84% of furries identify as male, and 13% identify as female, and 2.5% identify as transgender.
Okay.
Basically a sausage fest. I also found on this page that there's a small subset of furries, at least 10% of furries, called Therans. And Therans believe they are spiritually connected to animals,
Oh yeah,
are
those.
less than 100% human, are an animal trapped in a human body,
Yep.
or were an animal in a former life. I'll let y'all judge that how y'all want. I'm a little weirded out by this. And I know by definition I'm a furry too, but I would just smash Lola Bunny or like Jodie Hopps or something like that. I don't believe in well, the rest of this is. Now in reality, furries are just humans with questionable taste. And whether this was a smash one that's in reality or not, I would say I would leave it up to you. For me personally, as long as she's bad underneath all that, I'd still go for it. Wouldn't date her, but I sure would have some fun. You know what I'm saying? You know, yeah. Now, let me lose my point. The ones in fiction, I stand by the fact that it's okay for a guy or a woman to like anthropomorphic animals. At least in fiction. Now hear me out, this is what I've learned. The reason I say it's okay for a guy or a woman to like a sexually attractive anthropomorphic character is because they're basically there to be sexualized. Especially if they're built like you know, thick. And you know, ladies, in your case, they just look like this guy or the Beast. Now, one of my examples of this obvious sexualization is Lola Bunny from the original Space Jam. I found this site called Pop Dust, which states some interesting facts about Lola Bunny. And specifically what it says is that unlike many other hot cartoon characters, Lola didn't just have an attractive character design that would later become sexualized by fans. Rather, Lola Bunny was canonically hypersexualized and fully intended to be constantly ogled both by in-world characters and viewers. Now bear with me because this article gets a little wild.
Fair enough.
Lola Bunny talks sexually, struts sexually, and even dunks basketball sexually. Her opening scene involves her crop top strap falling over her shoulder. This was a conscious choice made by the animators for a PG-rated movie with a target demographic of 8 to 12 years old. And it goes on to say, consequently, she likely induced many 90s kids. You hear that, Knight? According to this article, you're a victim. Knight, you listening?
He's done.
Oh, you son of a He left in the middle of my lecture. Damn it, Knight. You were rude this day. Rue it! Before he gets back on scratch the shit out of his couches. Mexican cartel style. And no one shall stop me! No one! Now, where was I? Oh yeah. The article goes on to say, of course, not everyone who finds Lola Bunny attractive is a furry. The strangest aspect of Lola Bunny's design is how closely her features and proportions resemble those of a human woman. And they use this image as an example. Yeah, see, and this further proves my point. If the character in question is built like Chun-Li and meant to be sexualized, I don't see how you can blame the sexualizer for sexualizing it. She's meant for the gooners. And rabbit like or not, true men of culture appreciate the thick. But theoretically speaking, would it be wise to smash someone like Lola Bunny? And what are her pros and cons? Let's find out.
A few moments later.
Alright, Lola Bunny is basically an updated version of the character Honey Bunny, and she is 3 feet 2 inches tall. In her comic, she worked for a pizza place called Machu Pizza, where she delivered pizza for gods, deities, and other supernatural beings in 30 minutes or less. Also in her comics, she finds herself in danger much like Bugs does. And also much like Bugs, she would get out of these scenarios through fast thinking and fourth wall breaking. She's also known to be very athletic and has the ability to quite easily charm the men around her. And I thought she had Toon Force, forgive me if I'm wrong, but it doesn't seem like she has Toon Force at least on the same level as Bugs Bunny. Let me explain. Bugs Bunny can do all this and more. These are all canonically all his powers. And I know Lola Bunny is a Looney Tunes character, but she is not used at the same level that he is used. You obviously know this because Bugs Bunny is one of the most popular, you know, Looney Tunes characters ever. So maybe she does have Toon Force, maybe she doesn't. I haven't canonically read it anywhere, so I'm not going to say she does for sure. Well,
I would say it's fair enough to assume that she has. I mean, basically every toon has the, at least to some degree, some of
I can say for sure is she is canonically a baddie, and she has no cons unless you just hate furries. Also, just a side note, I think the Looney Tunes show version of her is honestly the best as far as her character is concerned. And yes, she's not as sexualized in this show, but her character kind of makes up for it. Judge me if you want, I have a type. Now for the other furry waifus, I looked up who were the top 10 hottest female furry fictional characters. And honestly, some of the ones on this list will surprise you. Check this out. At the bottom of the list, or number 10, is Kitty Cateswell from the Nickelodeon show Tough Puppy. And just judging by the character art of her, I can see how she made it on this list. But you know what? Screw this one real quick, because I could do you one better. This is not the first or the best anthropomorphic Catwoman, in cartoons at least. Does anyone remember Calico Callie Briggs, the deputy mayor of the show SWAT Cats? If not, let me remind you of the sexiness, or at least the third or fourth way you became attracted to furries. I don't even blame you with this one. She's hot.
This one?
Check this out.
SWAT cats.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, this looks very much like a human being, not gonna, except for the ears. Just let the ears out and it's actually...
Could you?
Yeah, and the tail.
This
Yeah,
one speaks for itself loudly, and honestly is 10 times better than anything Nickelodeon was cooking. First off, her character design is better, and her tail is so poofy. God damn, I want a parrot tail. It's so fluffy. Tell me in the comments who you all think is better, Calico Briggs or Kitty Catswell. Neither one of them really have any cons besides the fact that, you know, they're a furry. And before I continue, yes, Rogue, Judy Hopps, and Luna from Hell of a Boss are on this list. There's also some strange ones like Haru from Beastars, which I don't like that one. I'm sorry, I don't like that one at all. And number 9 is even worse. It's just a mouse. Like who thought this mouse was attractive? Who thought this mouse was attractive?
Oh,
her name is
fuck's
Miss
sake.
Bianca. I mean, she'd be cute for a pet or probably a snack. But I mean, come on, Jane Doe has ruined me for all other mouse.
Okay, to the furries that actually listen to me. Do you really find Bianca attractive? Because as he argues, I understand this one. Like in the sexual department. But this? I mean, I even... questionable, but fine. I mean, I seen Hell of a Boss, maybe, with a big maybe, but... Even this... I seen the anime, by the way. So yes, there's that. But I didn't find this character to be particularly attractive. But this surprises me extremely.
Waifus. Anyway, none of these are number 1. And real talk, you'll never guess who number 1 is. You'll never guess. The number 1 hottest female furry fictional character on this list is no other than
Trixie
Maid
from
Marian
Chippendales.
from the Disney movie
No.
Robin Hood. Okay, hear me out. Low key, I didn't understand this one at first, but this may just be nostalgia. This movie came out in 1973, and from what I remember of her character, she's nothing but a sweet, kind lady. You know, that's basically just her whole character. That's all she is. She's just very sweet. She's very kind. She's very innocent. Kind of like Orihime from Bleach. You know, nothing really wrong with her character. You know, minus the boobs, obviously, but you know, nothing really wrong with her character at all. She's very, very sweet and kind. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with boobs. Oh no, you know. They're great. They're really great. But you know, she doesn't have any, but she should. That would make her better. That would make her a lot better.
No,
Matter of fact,
it's
just
fine
boobs,
this
just give her a
way.
dope truck from that. That's all I need. That's all I need, and I'll be happy with that. And personality, just keep the same way. I mean, her personality is great. You know, definitely marriage material, which is probably why she's number 1 on this list. By the way, I also should mention that she's Robin Hood's love interest and later wife in the movie. She's also more or less a damsel in distress, which isn't always a good thing. Sometimes a damsel in distress can be a little bit annoying, but you know, it has its place in the movie. It has its place. Not everyone likes it though. I definitely don't always like it. I sometimes just find it really annoying. Like I do appreciate strong and independent women, and just, you know, in the right way, not the Disney way. You know what I mean? Oh, look who come crawling back. What you do to my couch, bro? Oh, that old thing, I burnt that. Square up right now. Oh, what you gonna do? Up right now? What you gonna do? You ain't about to do a damn thing. That couch was in my vicinity, so it deserved to die. If it wanted to live, it should have had 10 foil on it. That's its fault for not coming outside for protection. You gotta stay strapped out here. That was over $1,000.50 worth of a couch. You gonna pay me back my money? I ain't doing shit. You gonna pay me back my money? Oh my god, this is gonna go on for a while. Hey viewers, this is Anxiety. Leave in the comments which furry waifu you like the best and who you like to see in part 2 of this video. And you guys have a great day. I sure won't. Bye. I got 9 lives, but I wasn't a bitch in none of them.
I mean, I actually expected this video to be way funnier. But instead I got something interesting, so... This actually makes way more sense than I expected, Acolytes. Now I can understand the entire thing way better. Because the points that he actually said should actually be logical if you think about it, but... I guess like with lolicons, I just had a predisposed thinking about it and just didn't think about it hard and long enough. Huh. Well, as it is, good night.